is, why am I having heart palpitations? And there are 19 reasons or 19 causes of palpitations. The first group of causes, the causes are not too serious. It means the root cause may not be serious. If you fix the problem, you're going to be okay. The second group of causes can be very, very serious, and we got to pay attention. You see, naturally, palpitation is what? It's a suddenly you becoming aware of your heartbeat, pounding, beating more quickly than usual in your chest. You can feel it in your throat or around your neck. Normally, palpitations may last for a few seconds or some minutes or a bit longer. You see, palpitation on its own without any additional symptoms may not be a problem, because the cause may be not too serious, and if you fix the cause, you're going to be okay. But palpitation mostly affect women more than men due to hormonal changes, maybe around their menstrual cycle and around pregnancy, or when they're pregnant and when they are nearing menopause. That is called the perimenopause. And we men don't go through these periods. It can affect teenagers and children as well due to maybe the food they eat. It could also cause that problem. So the question is there, what are some of the serious symptoms apart from your heart actually beating very fast in your chest? If you feel dizzy, you feel like fainting, lightheadedness, you get confused, or you're short of breath, you have breathing difficulty, or you have chest pain or tightness in addition to the palpitation, and it's going on for some time, then it means that there's a more serious problem with it. It means that your heart itself is involved here. It means that you have a heart disease, or it may mean that you may have imbalance of the electrolytes. What are electrolytes? That is your potassium, your calcium, your magnesium. These are electrolytes. It may be that your kidneys are not helping to balance them well, or you may not be absorbing them well. So it could be a bit more serious problem. Alright. But now, let's answer the questions. Why am I having heart palpitations? The 19 causes. Let's look at the less serious causes here. Number one is that the person may have emotions like anxiety, stress, or panic, or fear. That normally will trigger the release of hormones that can speed up your heart rate, and that can cause palpitations. So when you just relax and fix the stress and anxiety, this palpitation will just disappear. Exercise is great, but if you overdo it, if you do strenuous exercise, it can cause palpitation. Caffeine is a stimulant. So when you get it from your coffee or your soda or energy drink or some tea or chocolate, I'm not saying don't eat chocolate or don't drink your tea, but I would say don't drink your energy drink because it's not too healthy for you, or soda or coffee. But you can eat a little bit chocolate. But you see, caffeine can cause palpitation. Nicotine of course is addictive chemical in cigarette and other tobacco products, and that normally can raise your blood pressure and speed up your heart rate, and it can definitely naturally cause palpitation. The hormonal changes, as I said, in women around your menstrual period, pregnancy, or when you're nearing menopause, these changes can cause palpitation. That's why mostly palpitation affect women more than men, but men do also have their main causes as well. When the individual also has fever, normally when you have fever, the body may use the energy at a faster rate, and that can cause palpitation here. Some medicines like blood pressure medications, antibiotics, asthma inhalers, cold or cough medicines, that is over-the-counter medications, thyroid pills, that is prescription drug, can cause palpitations as well. If you experience low blood sugar can also cause palpitations. So maybe there are some individuals are taking insulin. Sometimes their blood sugar may go too low and it can lead to palpitation. When you're thyroid, you have an overactive thyroid, that is hyperthyroidism, it can also cause palpitation. Sometimes underactive thyroid can also cause the same problem. Alcohol will not only cause liver damage or heart problems, but before it causes these problems, it can cause palpitations as well. Cocaine, that is recreational drug, and other street drugs can also cause palpitation. But I believe this is not your cup of tea at all. You see, too much spicy food or rich food can also trigger palpitation. Dehydration, when you have less fluid in your blood or system, can cause palpitation. Now let's come to more serious problems that can cause palpitation, and that involves the heart. When your heart is changing, the shape is changing, or is thickened, or the size is bigger than normal because of a disease like cardiomyopathy, it can cause palpitation. When you have arrhythmia, that is abnormal heart rhythm, it may be the electrical part of the heart is not working as it should be working. It can cause arrhythmia and it can cause palpitation. A congenital heart condition, it means that the person may have the problem even before the person was born. It's not too common, but it does exist. Heart attack, if you've had heart attack before, you are then open up to palpitation. Heart failure can also lead to palpitation. It means your heart is not like failing, but your heart is not pumping well to meet the needs of your body. It can cause palpitation as well. Heart valve disease, this is like the doors inside your heart to direct blood within your heart in one way direction, not to flow back. And if you have a valve disease, it can cause palpitation. So beloveds, we've learned the causes, the 19 causes that we see that out of them, some are very serious and some are not too serious. And the less serious one, when you fix them, you're gonna be free. And if you continue to have palpitation plus dizziness, and you feel that your heart is tightened, your chest is tightened, and you feel like fainting, lightheadedness, it means that your heart is involved, or you may have imbalance of the electrolytes, that is the potassium and then the magnesium, etc. And in that case, you need to reach out. Do not joke with that. Maybe you're listening to me, you may have palpitation, you may have some chronic heart disease. Don't sit down and reach out on this number. This number is a WhatsApp number. It may be you or not. Share this number, be a blessing to somebody, and your life will never be the same. Call me on this number. Calling outside the UK is +44 738 464 7300. Calling within the UK is 0738 464 7300. If you want to learn more and so that you can be effective with self-care, then go to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of presentations that share those presentations. Be a blessing to somebody, and God was going to bless you for that. Go there and subscribe. Put in Dr. James Natural Link. Dr. James Natural Link. Go there, subscribe, and your life will never be the same. Beloveds, thank you so much